What's up, historians? Here at Mana Rant, after the show, we like to play a couple of rounds of Magic together as friends. Talk, have some drinks, the whole gathering part of MTG. Take a break from the two faceless strangers playing across the void of the internet. And let me tell you, every time we do this, it is a fucking shit show mess of an experience. So we're going to vent a little bit tonight in this What the Fuck Wizards. This game was built for friends to play together. How could you fuck up the PvP experience this badly? Holy shit episode of Mana Rant. But first, I'm Hoshi, the frustrated old fart, and you are listening to the Mana Rant podcast, where I am always joined by a man, the myth, the legend, maybe not a man, but more of a man with like small baby brains and diaper content. The myth is, has he ever completed a day without soiling himself? The legendary misplayer of MTGA, it's DrunkenDork.
What is up, everyone? I cannot disagree with any of that. If you've been watching us for a while, you'll already know I got little baby brains. So, it's glad to be back. Hi, everyone. Hey, Hoshi.
Hey.
Nice to see y'all.
Thanks. Yeah, it's good to see you too. Despite our very frustrating play session last week.
Yeah, that was very frustrating.
Yeah,
we'll go over it though, right?
We will. Then we're gonna get deep into it. So, anyways, welcome back to the show, and thank you for joining us. We're the Mana Dorks, and this is a Mana Rant podcast where we talk about everything in Magic the Gathering, but mainly focus on the historic format and just MTGA in general. Our show moves through the segments of Magic, all the phases, Untap, Upkeep, all that kind of stuff. So the main phases are our main topics, and so tonight we're going to be going over just our frustrations with the PvP experience on Arena and how fucking broken it is and frustrating. And then in main phase 2, we're going to go over a Brawl deck that I made, and we're going to just do like a breakdown of it. We used to do that quite often on the show, and we kind of miss doing that. So we're going to take a look at a deck and tear it apart and tell me why I'm a bad deck builder. So
absolutely.
Yeah,
I am here for that reason only.
Great.
That is the reason this podcast exists. So you can talk about how cool you are, and I'm here to shit on you. All right. I got to take you down a little bit, right? Bring you back to reality.
Deflate the head a little bit. Okay. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Nice. Well, let's hop into the first phase and start off our show with our Untap phase. Untap. And Untap is where we open a couple drinks to start off the show with. So, Drunken, what are you untapping tonight?
Big shocker here. I got yet another beer from my kegerator.
Nice.
It's like a local porter.
Okay.
I think I drink this like every week. It's really good though. It's my go-to.
Is it just a standard porter, or does it? Because porters are usually flavored, right?
They can be. So I do have a coconut porter in there, which is probably one of my favorite beers.
Okay.
But this is like it's called a robust porter, and it's like super like I don't know, like chocolatey and coffee and like earthy.
Yeah.
I do like it. It's pretty intense, but it's really good.
Nice, dude.
It's like right up my alley.
Hell yeah. So for me, I'm having an old fashioned again, which is one of the things that I always have, but there's a little spin on it. Someone at work brought in a bunch of like produce and a bunch of kumquats, which I don't know if you've had a kumquat before, but they're pretty interesting. I can see you grinning already from the name, probably cum.
That's because you said cum.
Yeah, I knew it. I was dreading having to say this on the show. Anyways, so this is an old fashioned, so it's made with whiskey. It's got kumquat juice in it. It's got kumquat, cardamom, ginger syrup, and walnut bitters in here. So let's give this a try.
That sounds interesting. Yeah, that happens at my work all the time too. Like there's this guy who his parents own a farm in California. So when he goes down there, he brings up pistachios because they have a pistachio farm.
Nice.
And And what is the other thing, like plums or something? Anyways, he just hands them out, man.
Yeah.
So I'll just get a giant bag of pistachios and I'll put them in my locker at work and eat them like throughout a fucking year because it's so many.
Yeah.
It's great though. I love it.
Yeah, it's great. There was just a giant bag of them, and I was like, all right, why not?
Yeah.
I don't know what a kumquat is, so let's eat it. So, anyways,
how was it?
It's great. Yeah,
nice
it's really
and
good.
cummy, quaddy.
Yes, it's super cummy.
Okay.
Yeah, you learn a little bit about drinks and stuff on this show, I guess too. Kind of.
Every once in a while.
Kind of, yeah.
Maybe every single episode.
Maybe. Well,
nothing from my end,
yeah.
Always from his end.
Yeah, a little. Well, anyways, cheers, DrunkenDork, and cheers everybody
Cheers.
out there. Let's have a good show.
Cheers, everyone.
And with that, let's move into our upkeep phase. Upkeep, get ya upkeep. And Upkeep is our Reddit rant. Reddit rant is where we look to the internet for people bitching, ranting, complaining, or just saying like ludicrous stuff about, just Magic in general or Arena or whatever. And this week is a great one because we're going someplace we have never been before. Usually we go to Reddit, we go to Facebook, all those places. This week we're going to Blogatog. And
Dude, yeah, a real diamond in the rough here.
Yeah,
this is a good one.
So this one was sent to us by one of the guys on Discord, Sai, and man, this is a gem right here. So this is a blog post on Mark Rosewater's. He runs a blog. Mark Rosewater does a lot of weird stuff.
Dude, that guy does everything, man.
Yeah,
he's a multifaceted, insane person.
Yeah, he's on a lot of drugs, like bath salts for sure. And so he actually responds to people on this blog. I guess this is one of the better ways to get a hold of him for some reason. Anyways, this lurking MTG D&D lunatic sent this to Mark. So he said, Kamigawa sucked. I disliked it then and stopped playing. I didn't yuck on people's yum for all those years. You got messages on it here, which I guess means he's been following this blog for a long time. But I guess I should have. Being toxic and vocal about it might have reminded you that Kamigawa was terrible. In mechanics, Kamigawa. In mechanics and flavor. Which is who doesn't like medieval Japan or feudal Japan. All right, whatever. It's discouraging to know that because the majority, according to you, weren't jerks towards Kamigawa lovers, we missed on a new Tarkir or Lara instead of this neon-colored mess. Why shouldn't I be toxic moving forward? Legit asking, because letting people enjoy what they like made something I dislike happen after you constantly reinforce that it is not likely. Which, Jesus Christ. All right, so that's what this lunatic said. And then the blog doesn't make it seem easy, but this is Mark's response to it. The vast majority of people expressing I can't say it in his voice. If you've ever heard him talk, he's like very like
the vast majority of people. I can't. I don't know.
Yeah, the vast majority of people expressing their interest in returning to Kamigawa weren't toxic. I have no problem with people expressing their personal interest in what they'd like to see in Magic. Man, I'm gonna pass out talking like him. I'm only asking people do it politely in those requests. Yeah, so he's basically saying, I don't care, if you're passionate about something, just don't be an asshole about it. Like this guy being like, Kamigawa suck.
Kamigawa suck.
Kamigawa. I don't know why. I thought that's how this guy says it. Kamigawa.
That is probably how he said it, yeah.
Probably.
He's got a New York Southern accent.
Is that what that was?
Exist?
Is that what I came out with?
Are those real? That's what you did.
Yeah. Okay. My accents are never like on point for anything. They're just, I'm like, come on, brain, do this type of accent. And it's like, nah, we're going with Rastafarian again for some reason. Anyways, what do you think of the lurking MTG D&D guy?
I don't know, man. Like, I honestly don't have a lot to say about this guy. Yeah.
He doesn't like Kamigawa.
Yeah, go for it. You tell me.
This guy clearly doesn't like anything about Kamigawa. Like, he quit playing because of Kamigawa. Like, yeah, I know it's...
Well, the set did suck. It was really bad.
The set sucked as far as, like, yeah, it wasn't a fun set to play because, yeah, the mechanics were bad, but the flavor I thought was great on it. I think, like, everybody kind of fondly remembers it because of that. But I think everyone's kind of in agreement that everybody liked kind of the idea of the set and the flavor of it and the lore and everything of it. But yeah, just the mechanics and the cards and stuff were terrible. There was some good stuff that came out of there, like those legendary lands and stuff. But other than that, man, yeah.
Umezawa Jite.
Yeah, Umezawa Jite. Yeah, there's a couple broken things in there. But yeah, it's just overall, like, you know, they had ninjutsu and samurais and stuff in there. It was pretty sweet. But this guy did not think so.
Yeah.
He fucking hates it. And he's letting Mark know. I don't know why Mark responds to this kind of stuff, but I guess he does.
Yeah.
There seems to be way more relevant things that he should be spending his time on. I don't know, like fixing the PvP experience.
Yeah. We'll go over it.
Oh, well, I guess I hit the wrong button. So here we are in our draw phase. Anyways, that was Reddit Rant. So if you got a post like Sly did last week, send it our way. That one was great. So
yeah, that was good.
Yeah. Anyways, here we are in our draw phase by accident. And in draw, we talk about MTG news with everybody's favorite anchor and possibly shit-filled pants anchor, DrunkenDork.
Thanks.
Yeah. But this week, really, there isn't too much news. I just saw, like, I think next week that, like, double feature is starting. They're doing cube draft. Nothing like really worse.
That's paper, though, double feature. Yeah, cube draft is going. This is all stuff that was
coming to Arena.
That was... Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's a draft.
Double feature.
Yeah, it's a draft. It's gonna be a draft in there, and so you'll get like you'll get like the Dracula stuff. It's nothing crazy. It's just like, hey, if you,
I don't care.
It could be a good draft experience if you like drafting. But yeah, other than that, we talk about like, hey, what we've been playing this week. So, what have you been playing, Drunken?
So, if we have the video,
oh no,
yeah, I've been. No video. Okay. All right. It's fine. I've actually been playing quite a bit of Alchemy since last week, and I've been playing the Esper Clerics deck, and my God, that deck is really strong. You know, last week I didn't shit on it, but I was like, I played it 3 games, I lost 3 games.
Yeah.
But that's just Magic sometimes, you know? Sometimes you get bad hands.
Yeah.
I didn't really understand how the deck was working. I just like got the top 5 decks, and I played them all.
Yeah.
I didn't look at them ahead of time. I just like drew my hands, and like that cleric deck is heavily cleric focused.
Oh,
which,
it is.
You know, makes sense, of course.
Yeah.
And so like now that I kind of know the gist of the deck, man, that deck is strong. There's a reason that it is at the top.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was just like murdering people with it. The dragon deck, you know, it doesn't have a bad spot. Yeah, I could see in dragon like matchups, sometimes it'll be bad, you know, when they put too many 6-drops or something and you're can't exile stuff.
Yeah.
But even then you have single target removal cards in the deck that are really good. Anyway, I've been playing that. I've been playing Enchantress.
Ooh.
Which
Me too.
I have been running against a lot of Enchantress recently. I don't know if it's just like really good in the format. Rest in Peace is strong
Rest
right
in Peace
now.
is really good, yeah.
So it makes sense that people are running this deck because you can easily fit a Rest in Peace or 2 in the deck, and like it won't seem awkward. Then I've also been playing a little bit of Esper Reanimator, which I've also run into a couple of times. And it's also strong.
It's strong,
I've really been enjoying Historic, actually. It's a very like vast format.
Diverse. It's very diverse.
Yeah, diverse for sure. Yeah, nothing really floats on top, and I except for elves. But I was looking today on the Aether Hub, like top decks, and you know what? Something finally pulled over elves.
What's that?
Guess. I'll give you 2 guesses.
Goblins?
Nope.
Oh man. It's not Saktos, is it?
No, best of one. Best of one.
I mean, I see Sakdos in best of one quite often now, actually. It's not Enchantress, is it? That'd be insane.
No, it's green, white, life gain.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It pulled over elves finally. It's the one with the tree, that makes all the fucking squirrels and shit.
Except now they have the cleric, the Inquisitor captain or whatever.
Yeah.
That card just blew that deck like out of the fucking water. Like a lot of people.
It's like, hey, you want a free Heliod? It's like better than Coco, right? Like,
yeah, it is. It's so good. Like a lot of people are upset because Coco can whiff. That thing never whiffs, right? And it lets you pick out of like two of it. It just grabs two of them. It's really good, and a lot of people want that thing to be nerfed, actually. And I wouldn't be surprised if they did end up nerfing it when it comes out. I know, like...
I mean, it's a strong deck. I play it every once in a while, and like, I think my win rate on that is in the 70s. Yeah. And I have a huge fucking play... I can't think of the word right now, but I've played with it a lot, so I've probably at least 50 plus games, and I'm still in the 70s or 60s or something with that deck for win percentage. Yeah. So no shit. It's like it went above elves, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's really good. Nice, dude. Pretty good.
Yeah. What about you? What have you been playing?
Mainly Brawl. I've been playing a lot of this past week. I don't know. I really have been having fun with it. That Ashiok deck that we're gonna go over in main phase 2 is a lot of fun to shit on people with. It's a pretty razor's edge deck, but it's fun. And then playing slivers and all that kind of stuff. And I'm also popping back in and out of Historic. I really haven't been playing Alchemy this last week. I've been, like you said, enjoying Historic, and I've been playing a lot of Enchantress, which is just fun. That deck is there's so much going on with it variance and play to play with that deck that it keeps it pretty fresh with that. And then I always go back to like Big Red and stuff like that. So I haven't been going too crazy.
Oh, keep going. Sorry.
So I've just been hitting just all my my old favorites right now. I haven't really tried anything new besides in Brawl.
I will say one deck that I've also been playing this week pretty often is that blue-white ramp deck that you found.
Oh, yeah, that crazy one.
Dude, that thing destroys Enchantress.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I have played Enchantress with that deck, you just, Approach of the Second Sun?
Yeah.
Which people do run in Enchantress decks because that's a slow, grindy deck.
Yeah, it is.
I just fucking annihilate Enchantress though, because you're ramping out. You can get to approach really quickly.
Yeah. Or you just drop Ugin and annihilate.
Yeah, or Ugin,
board.
right? And just wipe the board for Enchantress. That is a really fun deck. I'm glad you found it because I've been enjoying it.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about that one because it's such a weird one to play. It is a lot of fun though. Weird. It's a weird take on the mono brown deck. And I like it. I like the flavor of it. It's
Yeah, absolutely.
It's fun. That's just that's the great thing about Historic right now is there's just so many fucking weird decks out there that are a lot of fun to play with. You could fucking load up dinos right now and go probably be somewhat competitive with it, right? There's a guy that makes it a mythic every season with dinos. So,
Yeah, good for him. That's a fucking no way, dude. That's a mission, right? That's like a battle of attrition every single fucking month. Absolutely.
That guy's an expert dino. He's a dino writer. Yeah. That guy is the dino writer.
You remember that cartoon, Dino Riders?
Yeah. That show is awesome.
The shit back in the day.
We're definitely aging ourselves right there with the Dino Rider reference. Well, with that, let's get into main phase 1 then and vent some of our frustrations.
Main phase 1.
All right, so here we are, main phase 1, bitching about the PvP experience. So let's set the stage for this. If any of you guys out there do not play PvP against each other or friends or anybody else, and you haven't gotten into this experience, you can see what it's like from watching our nightcap that we do sometimes. We usually don't put those videos out, but we do stream them after the show when we're pretty three sheets to the wind at that point. You know, we'll run against each other.
Absolutely.
And lately, we have only been able to play just like Historic or Alchemy against each other. And because we have not been able to play Historic Brawl, it's been an absolute fucking shit show trying to get like this to work. It's been getting progressively worse, I feel like. And so, you know, Drunken here did a nice little cut video of some of our experience last week. So if you don't want to go watch that video, which is pretty painful to watch the first part, he cut out a lot of it because, you know, we're just trying to make the client work. So before we actually start talking about it, let's take a look at this video of us trying to just play each other, you know, some PvP in Arena. So here we go. Okay, here we go. So tournament match, limited tournament, historic tournament match, alchemy match. Okay, let's try. All right, so friendly brawl. This used to work. I don't know if this fucking works anymore though, dude. Like this is the only way I know to challenge you to brawl is friendly brawl besides like normal brawl.
Okay, let's try it.
So let's try it again. Let's see if brawl works at all. If not, this is the second week in a row that fucking brawl has been broken. Okay, so I can see my brawl decks. Okay.
Mine all had exclamation marks in it. No, it's not letting me use my 100 card brawl.
Are you fucking kidding me? Try selecting one and see if it works.
Yeah, I did. It just brought me into the.
Mine says invalid deck now. All right, let's try this one. Okay. All right, I know this one works. Okay, I'm glad we're documenting this because this is fucking ridiculous. This is 2 weeks in a row that brawl is broken. That doesn't work. All right, so it's not working for you. It's not letting me select it. Like, look at this shit. Nothing. This is a deck that I play all the time on the actual deck queue. I can't play my friend it. Oh, this is cool. This is super good format. Thank you, Wizards. Yes, let's cancel the challenge. Okay. I don't know why I'm in my profile. This is a really good UI. Oh, I can't even challenge you anymore. What the fuck?
All right, let's try it. I'll challenge you. Okay. I'm gonna do.
It's blacked out. This is
friendly brawl, 60 card, friendly brawl. Let's see, tournament match, limited tournament match, historic, alchemy, challenge match, friendly brawl. Yeah, I'll just try that.
Okay, I tried friendly brawl last time. Okay, I'll accept. Can I accept challenges? Please finish your current match to accept challenges. I'm not in a match. I'm in nothing right now. Definitely not in a match. All right, let's try it again. Cannot accept challenges. What? All right. You know what? Awesome. This is a beta. So don't forget that this is a beta.
Right. I'm closing the whole fucking thing and reopening it.
I'm closing it as well. So let's relaunch the entire platform. This is a beta that you can spend thousands of dollars on, by the way.
Yeah.
There, you're in.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in. Are you in? You're in.
I'm in. Okay.
All right.
Let's look at the options here and see how intuitive this is. All right. So we have tournament match, which this is a standard one. No. There's limited tournament match. No, I don't think we want to play that. There's a historic tournament match. Maybe let's try this one. Let's see.
No, I don't think it's gonna work.
Okay,
but yeah, try it.
This is the one that's worked the best in the past. It just says historic cards best of 3. Let's try and see if we can play brawl.
No, slivers. No.
It's not letting me pick them either. What the fuck? It went into my deck. No. God damn this fucking UI. Oh yeah, no, it's not letting me. Yes, cancel challenge. You just basically told me all my shit was invalid.
All right, I'll challenge you. Here we go again.
You give it a try. 3rd time's a charm, hopefully 4th time's a charm to be able to just play the game. To just be able to play
friendly brawl.
Okay, we're not asking for a fucking miracle here. We're just trying to play brawl. No.
I can't.
Yeah,
pick it.
This is no.
Invalid deck.
It's the problem that we had last time. It pulled up all my normal ones. Brawl vamps. I have a 100 card brawl one deck and it won't let me pick it. Yeah, it's not in there. It won't even let me fucking touch them. Only brawl.
I can't cancel it or what?
100 card elves.
Cancel.
I know. This is. How have they not fixed this? How?
All right.
What the fuck?
I'm exiting the game again. All right. Third time's the charm, right? Everyone, you got to be optimistic about this, Hoshi. Sometimes these things they just happen, right?
Cancel challenge. No, for fucking weeks on end that you can't play each other. Brawl like this.
Yeah, I know.
This is the closest thing they have to Commander. This is the closest thing. Magic, basically everything is Commander now, right? If you listen to the what is it, the Tolarian Community College guy, he just talks about how everything is Commander. Well, guess what? He's fucking wrong when it comes to Arena, because Arena is not even close to Commander. You can't even literally play Brawl against your friends in Arena. It doesn't work.
Yeah, this is weird. Yeah,
this
it won't.
Weeks on end where it's completely fucked up, where you cannot even play each other. It makes no sense. They have what options? They have tournament match, limited tournament match, historic tournament match, alchemy tournament match, and then just challenge mode. Okay, then you go into challenge mode. There's friendly brawl, 40 card. Who the fuck plays 40 card? There's 60 card alchemy, and then 60 card. What are these options?
I don't know, man.
What are these options? They're terrible. They don't line up.
Yeah, they're really bad.
They don't line up with what the actual like formats that are in the game. 40 card. Who the fuck plays 40 card? Why is there not like dedicated brawl support for this? Or like historic, there's tournament and then there's whatever the fuck else is going on. Hey, wait, let's try 60 card. Wait, no, 60 card won't work. Will it? Let's try this. Let's try 60 card and see if we can play Brawl.
Okay.
No, wait, this is 60 card alchemy, whatever. Let's give it a try. I think this one worked last time where we were able to actually play Brawl.
I can't accept it. Hold on, let me try again. Sorry.
No,
there we go.
Oh, were you able to get it?
Set.
Okay. Join now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what we can do.
No.
Oh. I can play fucking
I was able to pick
historic decks. What?
Oh, wait, no. Cancel challenge. I'm gonna cancel a challenge.
What the fuck is how is this so hard?
All right, hold on. I got it. Dude, I got it.
Okay, you got this? This is super riveting. This is super riveting streaming that we're doing right now, where you can't can you figure out how to play PvP challenge. Oh, that's great. Dude, someone bought my. All right, so I just see historic decks right now. Are we playing historic against each other? Have we given up on Brawl? It's impossible to play.
Yeah, it's impossible. We're not going to be able to do it. It's not working today. It's like working. A fair weathered game. Yeah.
It's a very complicated thing to get working, to be able to just play the decks. All right.
Marcino.
Okay, I guess we're playing historic because you literally cannot play Brawl. Oh man, that is fucking
that's bad.
Painful to watch, dude. Jesus.
So I will say, first of all, I meant to edit out my dog, but I completely forgot. And second, we were pretty hammered.
Yeah.
Like you can hear us slurring.
Yeah, I'm way slurring.
So so I don't know if this is like a great thing to represent like how bad Brawl is, because like we're already fucking idiots. Two fucking idiots trying to figure out how to work something that should be intuitive and simple,
yes,
but really is not.
No,
right? It's not a good representation of it.
No.
But regardless, that segment was probably about 10 minutes long, and I edited it down to about 5 minutes because we were like finger fucking around with like the client, and like there were long pauses that I edited out where we're like trying to figure out like what to do, just like long awkward silences of just like messing with the client. And fuck, man, sorry, I'm not even gonna call it MTGA anymore. MTA. Magic the Arena. Yeah. All right, because the gathering aspect is gone. Yeah, it's just like it doesn't allow it, and this is a huge problem.
Yeah.
For Wizards of the Coast, because you know what I think it is. sorry, I know I kind of just like took the reins right here.
No, go for it.
After that.
Yeah.
Is that like Wizards probably sees the majority of the players, because they see these numbers that play and invest money.
Yeah.
They play, the ranked or the play mode. They don't play the versus mode, the mode where you sit there and you gather with your friends.
Yeah.
And so they put that on the back burner, which, the funny and crazy thing about it is everyone is clamoring. They're like, oh my God, 4 players. You and I are same thing. They can't even get 2 players in Brawl to work. How the fuck are they gonna get 4 players to work? It's never gonna happen, man.
No way.
You have it here. This is proof.
Yeah.
I wish that someone from Wizards of the Coast watched this.
Yeah.
Because you can see how terrible your client is. I love the game.
Yeah.
I think the game is great. Hoshi loves the game.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have a podcast if the game wasn't like, if we weren't if we didn't love it.
Exactly.
Right? And these are just like passionate cries of like, fix your shit.
Dude, like, how is it getting no attention, no love? It's so weird. The thing that blows me fucking away is the whole like Commander, right? Commander is one of their biggest sellers. It's where the biggest whales in the game is in the Commander space. And, people outside Arena don't know, like they talk about Arena being like a greedy, like, hungry money market. Dude, Commander, like they get so much money out of people that play Commander, but they also have a lot of casual people that play Commander though too, right? And why wouldn't they try and focus more on getting this to work when there's like so much money just to be had right there for this, right? I think there's 2 things that are really blocking that, right? Okay, let's say they do fix it and they do put they fix it completely, right? And then they allow 4-person multiplayer in there, right? And so then they have to get the Commander players to come in and do that. Well, you know what the real hurdle is for them to do that? The economy.
What's that?
The economy, dude. Like,
okay,
how are they going to get the wild cards to be able to play, right? Like, you can just buy a Commander deck, right? And like fuck around with stuff. Like, the whole wild card system is totally fucked for like trying to like just come in and build like a a Brawl deck or like a Commander deck or something.
But I mean, like, that's so easily, you can fix that easily by just having a purchasable, if they want to have a 4-player PvP, just having a purchasable Brawl deck, right? Like, they can implement that. They have it at MTGO, but MTGO is also a giant piece of shit.
Yeah, it is.
I was just having a conversation with someone about this on our Discord, which if you're not part of our Discord, please join. About like the person I was talking to, Sports and Bacon, and I'm not trying. Anyway, he like professionally works in like the art world. Yeah. And he's like, I've never been able to wrap my brain around MTGO because it like the videos I've seen are so poor, like the client's so terrible that I cannot watch this professionally. Like, it'll destroy me.
Yeah.
And it's terrible. It's slow. It's clunky. Nobody wants to be playing there.
Yeah.
Arena is like a really pretty client.
It's pretty,
it just runs like shit.
Yeah.
Like, unfortunately, when it comes to situations like this, everything else, like, the ranked play mode, they're great. But
it's Arena is like that hot chick that you like, that you were really excited about, when you met her, and you're like, oh man, she seems awesome, dude. Like, I really like this girl. And then like the more you start to know about her, you're like, oh, there's some deeply seated issues with this chick right here.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But I'm already kind of like, I'm already kind of in on this. So like, that's what I feel like Arena is, right? It's like you're with Arena because it's hot. Even though you shouldn't be, because all the issues that are probably never going to get fixed with it, which is probably a terrible analogy, but that's what it's a great analogy. What it feels like with Arena. Okay, so real quick because some people are probably sitting out there and they're being like, Drunken and Hoshi, you guys are just being fucking assholes right now because, bugs happen.
No one's thinking that.
Bugs happen.
No one ever thinks that.
People probably constantly think that about us, but they're probably fair most of the time. But, why are we being so hard about this, right? Because this could be just a bug that popped up and they just haven't gotten to it yet, right? Like, maybe it just happened, last week or something like that. Well,
or is it?
Well, let's take a look over here because I went to the, report shit forums because something that I never do. Like if I have to go to a forum to report something, I'm pretty pissed, So I went to the, report a bug forum on Arena and, hey, I typed in friendly brawl and look at all these fucking hey, it doesn't work, broken, bug. So many that people have. Let's look at the first one here. Okay, so friendly brawl. Let's click on this because they don't show you the dates on there. Look when this one was made. Back in August. This was 6 fucking months ago that it didn't work.
So, I will say, yeah, I remember we were doing this. It's a shame that Twitch, they delete your stuff after 2 weeks. That's the max, I think, unless you pay for something, which we're not doing.
No.
Anyway, we had video proof back then, in August, because we've been doing this podcast for a while. We've been doing our after hours gameplay.
Yeah.
And that yes, the brawl challenge option was broken, but we found a way around it.
Yeah.
Now since they changed the interface.
Yep.
Unless, we're just drunken idiots, which we are.
Yeah, we are.
We have not found a way around it, and we cannot challenge each other in Brawl, and it's annoying. We are historic players, but we are also historic Brawl players, too. We want it, we just want the ability to do it. If you're going to support it, if you're going to have a midweek madness for historic Brawl, and then you can't even support it outside of that, what the fuck are you doing? There's something very wrong with the way you're speaking to your your consumers.
The weird thing is that we used to be able to play Historic Brawl before there ever was a queue for it, right? That was the only way we were able to play it, was against each other. That was the only way you were able to play the format unless they had some weird event, and it worked fine back then. And then now it's been fucked up for 8 months. It's been totally fucked up. It seems like they kind of fixed it. And then over the last, the vast majority of people are since December. Since December, it's been completely fucked. And there's just tons and tons of people on here hey, I'm having the same problem. Can you please fix this? And nothing. They don't give a fuck. This is because it's not making them money, right? This is not.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because it's just people having fun with the game, and they could give two shits about that, right? As long as you're not pumping money into it, but it's just people trying to play against each other. It's not a competitive thing. It's people just having fun and not getting rank or whatever. And fuck that. Who gives a shit about that? Why would we want to fix that? This is just I've been watching a lot of stuff recently about people complaining about the economy and having a lot of valid opinions. And one of the things is the whole competitive nature of just Arena in general, of how they kind of make it a toxic client because of just how hyper competitive it is, when Arena's already Magic is already kind of a competitive game, so kind of braiding more of that into the client just makes people very frustrated. And this is one area to vent from that, just playing with your friends, and you don't have to give a shit who wins or loses, really. And they just don't give a fuck about that. Not even getting into the whole spectator mode thing, which
let's not.
Jesus Christ, that thing is.
Get your shit together.
Yeah,
Wizards of the Coast, Magic, the Arena. Get your shit together. All right, let's move on from this.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah. All right, before my head explodes. All right, well, that's that was our feelings about PvP. Has anyone else out there run into this issue before? Is there any other weird broken shit in Arena that you guys have run into that has just not been fixed that we haven't noticed yet? If so, let us know. And with that, let's
join our Discord.
Yeah,
let us know.
Yeah,
please.
let us know. And with that, let's move into combat.
Dorkish combat.
And on a lighter note, Combat is a horseshit hard card game hosted by DrunkenDork. Hard game. It is a hard game.
Yeah. Ooh, that's freaky.
Not that kind of hard game. Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay. Where's my mind at? Disgusting. All right. Anyway, what is up, everyone? This is a horseshit card game, or hard game according to Hoshi.
Hard game,
and
yeah.
this is a game where I just change it every single week. And this week is no different because I'm changing things up, Hoshi. I'm going to keep you on your toes, buddy.
Nice.
So this week, what I am doing is I picked 5 cards. One of them is from Dominaria. The other 4 are from the same like set like Ixalan and Rivals of Ixalan.
Okay.
But it's up to you to figure out which card is from Dominaria.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
All right?
All right. Yeah. I'm ready, dude. I'm ready.
Okay. So these are all popular cards too. So you'll know them all.
Okay.
The first card I have for you is Carnage Tyrant.
Okay.
Do I need to read this?
I mean, might as well.
Okay, Carnage Tyrant. 4 green for a creature dinosaur. Carnage Tyrant can't be countered as trample and hexproof, and it is a 7/6. This was a beast.
Great card.
When it was in standard.
Yeah.
Then we have Kumina, Tyrant of Oraska.
Okay.
It is 1 green-blue for a legendary creature, Merfolk, Shaman. It says tap another untapped Merfolk you control. Kumina, Tyrant of Oraska, can't be blocked this turn. And then it says tap 3 untapped Merfolk you control, draw a card. Then it says tap 5 untapped Merfolk you control, put a +1/+1 counter on each Merfolk you control. It is a 2/4. Those are good stats, man, for a 3 mana card.
Oh, yeah.
Then we have Tender Shoot Dryad. It is 4 and a green for a creature Dryad. Has Ascend. Do I need to read Ascend? I don't think so. At the beginning of each upkeep, create a 1/1 green Saproling creature token. And then it says Saprolings you control get +2/+2 as long as you have the city's blessing.
Yeah.
And it is a 2/2. Then we have Twilight Prophet. 2 black for a creature, vampire, cleric. That's flying. Ascend. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have the city's blessing, reveal the top card of your library and put it into your hand. Each opponent loses X life and you gain X life, where X is the card's converted mana cost, and it is a 2/4. And then finally we have Lyra Dawnbringer. It is 3 white for a legendary creature, angel, as flying, first strike, lifelink. Other angels you control get +1/+1 and have lifelink. It is a 5/5.
Nice, dude. Yeah. It busted cards. So many good cards in here, or at least were. Like, I remember Tender Shoot Dryad being like terrifying back in the day. Now you never see it. Like Twilight Prophet was a pain in the ass. I still love that card. Carnage.
Those are so. I picked all these cards based on their US dollar amount in paper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and these are all expensive cards, so they must be used in like Commander. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean for sure. Carnage Tyrant. Lyra Dawnbringer, yeah. So, my thoughts are, I think Carnage Tyrant is from Ixalan. I pretty sure Kumina, the Merfolk, is also from Ixalan. Tender Shoot Dryad, pretty sure that's from Ixalan. That one I'm not super sure about. Twilight Prophet, also think it's Ixalan because of the weird like armor-ish thing on her. It looks kind of like the vampire, how they had the like conquistador looking armor. And then Lyra Dawnbringer, she's got that whole like stained glass looking thing on her, which I kind of remember from the that one saga that was from Dominaria that was really good. So I'm gonna go with Lyra Dawnbringer just based on that, on the whole stained glass thing.
Okay, Lyra Dawnbringer as your guess. Well, Hoshi.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot.
Oh no. No.
You got it right. I just wanted to call you fucking idiot. I am kidding, of course. I am the true fucking idiot today.
Nice.
Yeah, good job.
Thank
No,
you.
that's good. And if you look at all of them, the border of Lyra Dawnbringer is actually different from all of the others.
Is it? How? It does.
So
got
it
that
has
weird
like
little,
those sharp edges on the top
Yeah.
and stuff. And unfortunately, if you're listening and not watching, you can't see this.
Yeah.
But if you haven't seen us yet, go try and give us a look on YouTube. We actually, we put a little thought into our production.
Little effort. Yeah. Okay, well, are all the Dominaria cards look like that? Is that something I just didn't realize, or?
I am just now realizing it after I have already made this image.
Yeah.
So yeah, I maybe, probably, I'm assuming.
I don't know. I think that might have been because she's a like mythic or special card or something. Maybe.
I mean, but multiple cards here are mythics.
Oh, okay, that is true.
The only one that isn't is Kumina, I think.
No, I'm pretty sure that's a mythic, isn't it?
I don't think so. I don't think Kumina is. Or maybe actually not Tender Shoot either, but Twilight Prophet for sure and Carnage Tyrant for sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, pretty good. Anyways, yeah, that one was a little easier than I thought it was gonna be, just based on the stained glass and.
Good job, Hoshi.
Yeah, we played this one quite a bit. Cool. Well, how'd you guys do? Hopefully, you also picked Lyra Dawnbringer. And with that, let's move into main phase 2.
Main phase 2.
And main phase 2 is something we have not done in a long time, which is going to be a deck tech. And it's a deck tech on a Historic Brawl deck that I made that has been doing pretty well. I've been kicking some ass with this deck and pissing off a lot of people. And so this is my... Oh, I picked the wrong thing there. Let's see. Where'd it go?
You know what I was thinking? At some point in the future, we should do a deck tech on Enchantress.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
obviously I was the one who invented it,
Oh,
and
God.
nobody else
Yeah.
thought of it ever, until me.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
Yeah, we'll put that one on the back burner. Sure.
Yeah, well, yeah, all right.
Sure, it'll
Go
be on
fuck
the
yourself.
it'll be on the list. All right, so here
All
we
right,
go.
I have it pulled up here for me.
All right, so this is my my deck that I'm calling Ashiok the Rage Quitter, and it is rightfully named because I don't think I've ever killed anybody with this deck. Everybody concedes before you can actually get the killing blow with this deck because you torture them generally a little bit before you get to that point. Now, you definitely can kill people with this deck. This is not like a 0 win condition deck by any means. There are quite a few win conditions in this deck, but it does take a minute for you to be able to get that. You have to like kind of make your opponent suffer a little bit before you can get to that comfort zone, which is kind of like a typical Dimir strategy, I feel like. And I tried to stay true to that with this deck, where at the beginning you're trying a little bit of disruption, some a little bit of mana ramp. I've got a few rocks in here to get the mana up, and then counter spells, kill spells, and then we got some pretty sweet finishers with the Scarab God. We have Sublime Epiphany in there, Sharknado or Shark Typhoon, and then we got the Hullbreaker Horror, which is just a beast of a card. Yeah.
So why don't I ask you some questions,
Sure.
because we're a little short on time. I'll ask
Okay.
you questions about the deck rather than just going over the whole deck.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do
And
that.
you can kind of dive into those questions a little bit.
Sounds good.
So number one,
Mm-hmm.
what is usually brawls have an objective, right?
Yeah.
Like brawl decks, I mean, they have an objective. So what is your objective here? Like, what are you trying to accomplish? Is it like, this is like a multifaceted question.
Yeah.
Is it a control deck? Is it an aggro deck? Is it a mid-range deck? Is it a tempo deck? Is it a couple of things, and how is it trying to accomplish its win condition?
So it kind of varies between it more like mid-range / control, and then it can
Okay.
be tempo-y, but generally it's not. It's mainly control in the beginning. You're countering stuff. You're trying to kind of wear down your opponent until you can get Ashiok down and have Ashiok be safe. Now, he has a bounce ability that allows you to return something to your opponent's hand. So if you kill stuff and counter stuff and you can get Ashiok on the board and then have him survive a turn, which is why I have stuff like what's that counter? That 0 cost counter spell is in there. Yeah, because
I know what you're talking about.
be-
The 5 mana one.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because being able to get him on the board, and then a pact negation. Yeah, having them being able to like to get that one turn on the board and then be able to create that like 2/3. Like it just diversifies like the threats that your opponent has, and if they don't have anything on the board by that turn, then generally it's very easy to stabilize with this deck and win. So that's kind of the point that you're getting at, is to get to a comfortable area to where you can get Ashiok on the board, and then like the value just starts to intensify really. From that state. And you can, you can mill people too. There's a lot of like weird alternate win conditions in this deck.
So the point of it is to get Ashiok on the board, so you can start exiling stuff and what, milling? And milling, that's like the main thing?
It's not the main thing. It is a thing in the deck though. Because I do have like patient rebuilding in this deck. There's a lot of ways to exile their cards. He has a -7 ability where you can cast stuff for free. I also have.
Have you ever gotten that off?
Yeah. Oh yeah, plenty of times.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Generally, people concede the second I pop it though, because it's only +2. Okay. Yeah, for that one. And so like generally, if you've had Ashiok on the board for 2 solid turns, like creating, creatures with him, like it's pretty much over usually at that point. If your opponent hasn't been able to deal with him.
So what with this deck, what is a hard, like what is the most difficult style of deck to run against? Not like a deck in general, but just style of deck.
Oh man. Okay, so this is one of the issues with this deck, is that Wizards has determined that this is a tier 1 brawl deck. So when you play it in the queue, all I play against are the tier 1 commanders, which is going to be Kinnan. I'm playing against Teferi. I'm playing against what's his name?
That stupid. Is Niv Mizzet one of them?
Niv Mizzet is one of them. Yeah. I don't play against him as much.
Cody.
Cody, yes, Cody's in there. I don't play against Cody very often. I play against the artifact creature that draws a land when he comes in a lot. Golos. Yeah.
Golos, yeah.
Golos, I play against him a lot. I mainly play against Kinnan constantly with this deck, which is fine because this deck can definitely fuck up Kinnan pretty bad with like a lot of kill spells and counters and just wear him down. But Kinnan can just be recast so many times. It's such a pain in the ass to play against.
5 colors hard, man.
Yeah, and then who's the other one that I play against? Oh, Winota. Winota I play against a lot. Winota is probably the hardest matchup that I have, I think, with this deck. Because it's just like, if you don't have the counter for Winona, and even then, like it just has like a lot of really good creatures in it. I don't know. I seem to struggle with Winona every once in a while when I play it. I definitely win those matchups against her. That and Kinnan. Golos I usually don't have a problem with, because like Golos is all about like big spells, and I can save up to, counter a big spell. No problem. So I usually destroy Golos with this. But Kinnan, just like, he can just keep recasting him over and over and over again because it's a 2-drop. So they can kind of like wear out my my counter spells and kill spells eventually, because there's so many mana rocks and mana in that deck that like there's sometimes that like I just can't keep up with it. But
so here's another question then.
Yeah.
So those are the decks that this deck struggles with, right?
Yeah.
So what are the decks, like the style of decks that this deck is good with? And then another follow-up question to that, answer them one at a time, is what do you have any combos in here at all? Actually, answer that first. Do you have any combos?
Not in like the traditional sense of like anything's going on.
I mean, I see you have Dark Ritual. You don't have a Dark Ritual combo where like turn.
Oh, I mean, Dark Ritual I mainly use to get Ashiok off, or like one of the big spells.
Okay.
Like Sublime, not Sublime Epiphany, but like Torrential Gear Hulk or something like that, like one of the big guys that I have in the deck. I mean, Dark Ritual is just insane. Usually I'm trying to get like, Ashiok down on turn 3 with Dark Ritual, which is, if you get, him down like on turn 3,
it's an incredible ramp spell.
Yeah, you're in a good spot. Yeah. Torrential Gear Hulk is insane, being able to like come in and pull out Sublime Epiphany. I've done that before, and then copy Gear Hulk again, and then cast Sublime Epiphany again, like, you know, or like, you know, Time Warp is also in here too, so you can take extra turns. So there's a lot of weird, janky stuff that you can do in this deck. There's not any like what I would call like, you know, like an actual combo thing. There are things that like synergize really well together. But yeah, nothing too crazy.
Okay, so then what is this deck? So you said what it's bad against.
Yeah.
What is it good against?
It's good against big spell decks. Things that like rely on like a small amount of creatures or like just big things to go off, you know, like like Golos, like that Golos deck, they every single game I go against that deck, they get Casualties of War, which is a fucking devastating spell if it goes off, right? But it's a big spell, and I usually always have a counter spell for something like that for that deck, because I don't care if they ramp and stuff, right? That doesn't really bother me too much. I'm just trying to you know, counter Golos or like whatever crazy thing that they're doing at me, and I can easily save up enough counter/kill spells to like deal with that kind of stuff. So I feel like this is like, you know, those kind of decks that are just trying to go real big, they don't do well at all against this kind of strategy.
I could see that. I think I can see a deck that might be good against this.
What's that?
And that's a Dino style deck.
Oh yeah.
Because they're low to the ground. They can sometimes penalize you for casting spells. They have the Dino that has protection from blue, cannot be countered. They have Carnage Tyrant, which also can't be countered.
I have played against Carnage Tyrant with this because Kinnan runs Carnage Tyrant sometimes. And yeah, that's usually a game ender. I don't think I have anything besides like, you know, Scarab God and stuff like that, like really like big creatures that can really deal, except for I have like Crux of Fate where I can blow up everything, you know, but that's like one card. You know, in the deck, there's not a lot of things that I have that can really deal with that card, except for like maybe discarding it from their hand. But you know, Kinnan can grab it out of the deck. Yeah, that card's brutal against this one.
So, you know, unfortunately, we don't have too much time to talk about this.
Yeah, I
do want to say, this deck does look fucking cool.
Yeah,
and Hoshi and I usually don't agree on deck styles, but this is. Hoshi is a in your face, I want to fucking like spank your booty type of deck player, and this is not a Hoshi deck. This is actually more something that I would normally play, and I'm very interested. If I have the 58 rares that are involved in this deck and the 7 mythics, I will make it and I'll try it. And for everyone who wants to see it, it's going to be in the show notes, and it's also in our Aether Hub. So always go look at our Aether Hub.
Yeah.
We haven't been too active on there recently, but we do have a bunch of decks from the past, and they're a lot of them are still really viable, including this one, of course.
Yeah.
What were you about to say?
I'm going to update it because there are some things that are in the new version of it from the old one. Like I've made a couple little tweaks to it, but one of the cards I just want to mention in here that is new to Brawl that I feel is like a staple of Brawl now that is in this deck is Wash Away. I don't know if you've played against Wash Away yet or if you know what it is. It's the
blue one.
That 1 mana counter spell, which is it's a cleave one, so you can play its cleave cost, and it's just a counter spell, and that's like 3 mana to pay that. But you can just pay it for 1 and then cast it for it normally, and it's counter target spell that wasn't cast from its owner's hand. So that means the commander. So it's a 1 mana counter commander spell, which is insane. It's so good. If you're playing a blue deck in Brawl, you should be playing Wash Away. There is absolutely
100% agree.
No reason not to play. It's so fucking powerful in Brawl right now. Like play, and it's an uncommon, so there's no fucking reason not to play it. It's so good. Oh, man.
All right, final question before we're done with it.
Yeah.
If you could add 1 card to this deck that isn't in our current format, what would you add?
Oh shit, dude.
Think of 1.
Oh man,
it could be Soul Ring. It could be
Soul Ring would be
amazing. Whatever you want. What's that?
Soul Ring would be amazing in this, because that ramp would.
It could be what's that blue? There's a blue counter spell from Commander where if you have your commander out, it's a free counter spell.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. That one's from the Dinosaur deck or one of those weird ones that came out recently. Those would be really good in this. Yeah. I don't know if that would be so great because Ashiok usually takes a while to get out, but that would be good actually because you can get Ashiok down and then get a free counter out of it. Yeah, that'd be great. I don't know. I would have to think about that one for a second, because like you said, as far as like Commander goes, I usually don't play these style decks that often.
No,
yeah,
you don't.
But I do love it. It's been a lot of fun this week playing this. I enjoy the hell out of this deck. So yeah, give it a try.
Yeah,
get those 50 or 60 mythics together.
Yeah, I know. Jesus Christ. Yeah, once again, if you want to see the deck, it'll be in the show notes.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this audio version, you can go to our Discord. It's in our Discord under decks.
Or
you can go to our Aether Hub.
Yeah,
or it'll be there.
Or a Discord. I threw it in the Historic Brawl decks as well in there too. So there's a link to it in there as well. So, but yeah, if there's any other like Brawl decks that you want us to go over, or anything that you guys or any other decks that you want us to do a deck tech on, let us know about that too, because we love doing this. We used to do it a lot where we would like, just make some kind of like janky deck, and then we would all like just kind of tear it apart and think of things that we would add in there, or something. And so, that was one thing.
Unfortunately, this week though, we ranted so hard. Yeah. We are Mana Rant, right?
Yeah,
so
true.
hard about fucking how terrible Magic the Arena is.
Yeah,
that we didn't have a lot of time to tear.
I didn't realize how much time went. Yeah, because I'm just like fucking Arena,
yeah.
All right, cool. Well, that was fun. And so with that, let's move into our end step. And
oh boy,
and end step is normally where we just talk about stuff that is outside the world of Magic, but this week we have something new and special that we're doing, which is Drunken, take it away. What is this? What are we doing? This is your idea.
Yeah, so last week we presented to you guys and gals, comments, questions, and corrections, and this is a step where we're just going to go over that. Just think of us as your your psychologist, your interior designers. Like if you have a question like, hey, I have like a broken, light fixture in our house. Like, what should I do? We'll tell you what to do.
Sure.
All right?
Yeah.
We'll give you sound advice.
Oh, that might not be good. Yeah.
But this is a segment where, and if you guys have corrections, of course,
sure, shout
it out at us, because we are fucking idiots. We're people. We're gonna make mistakes all the time, especially me.
Yeah.
So tell us. All right, and we're gonna read this candidly.
We haven't looked at these like all week. They've been in the Discord channel that we set up a Discord channel for this, so we haven't looked.
And there's nothing.
There's nothing?
That's embarrassing.
Oh, okay.
No. Please, ask us something.
I thought they put something in there. Did it get taken out?
No, there's... No, it's just it just is someone posts a thing. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Oh. Okay, cool. Well, maybe next time we should look and make sure that there was actually something in there. Yeah, so add something. If you guys have any questions or want to say something crazy at us, anything, right? Whatever. It's just I guess a mail thing. So
seriously, it's just have a little communication between. Well, if you're not part of our Discord, we are constantly talking on there. Hoshi a little more than me, especially recently with everything I've been doing around my house. But also, if you have any questions you want to ask us, any things, any serious problems you want us to solve, like like I explained last week, my girlfriend farted in bed and like I feel uncomfortable. Like, what do I do? And I'm here to tell you.
That is tough. That's a tough one.
Actually, Hoshi's here to tell you. I'm here to comment on what Hoshi has to say.
Okay. Well, great. Send them in, and if you you can email them in too if you don't want to expose yourself, or something. You can send a burner email or something, and so our email will also be in the description. So, all right. Well, then, with that, let's move into our cleanup phase.
Cleanup.
And Cleanup is our social media promo stage where we just talk about different ways you can get a hold of us. So like we were saying, you can watch us on YouTube. We do a whole production thing on here with like visuals and stuff. And then we have the Discord, which we talk about a lot. We stream this live on Twitch every Thursday. We are also on all the podcast stuff, Spotify, iTunes, all the stuff. And then we have an Aether Hub where we put our decks, that we're talking about in here, or like new ones that we make and stuff. So we've been getting better at updating that again. And then if you can comment or like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff, depending on what you're listening to us on, that helps the channel out, gets more people watching.
Yes, it does.
Which is nice for us because like I said, we usually don't make anything from doing this, so
we make absolutely nothing. If you hate the show, please tell us in the comments that you love the show, that you love it, not that you hate it. Just say, it was 5 stars, best show ever.
Or if you hate one of us, particularly,
you could say, you could be like, oh, DrunkenDork, my God, get him off the show. Yeah. But the show's great.
Yeah, the
5
show's
stars.
great. The show's great. Mine is Hoshi. Everything's good about it besides that. That'd be good to know. All right, well. That was, my camera just went off. That's embarrassing. All right, with that, we'll move into discard.
Discard phase.
Yeah,
Drink
dude.
'em up, boys.
Oh man, it's completely.
Can't get our camera straight.
It's completely dead. What happened? Oh, that's so weird. Anyways, all right. Well, this is our discard phase where we just finished the drinks that we've been drinking, and.
Are you even drinking?
Yeah, I mean, you can't even tell this time.
No, you can't.
And we'll just say our final goodbye. So anything before we go drunken?
No. Bye, everyone.
All right.
Thank you for watching, like always.
Yeah, same.
We're listening, of course.
Exactly. And with that, we will see you guys back here once again on Mana Rant. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Are you even drinking?
I
dude?
did.
Like, I can't see anything.
I know.
You're a liar. I don't believe you.
I drank it. I drank it.
What happened?
Please.
What's going on over there?
Please.
Do you want me to show you how to turn a camera on and off? I can do it.
Believe me.
Yeah. I can make a video of me making a video.
I think
It'll be an infinite video of turning a camera on and off.
I think my camera just had enough of my face. I think that's really what it was. It was like,
That's fair.
I don't want to look at this guy anymore.
I mean, it did it at the right time, kind of.
Yeah.
It could have been a little bit earlier. It could have been like, how long has the episode been going?
An hour.
An hour and 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe an hour and 10 minutes earlier, and it would have been fine.
The camera, I just turned it on, and it's like, nope. Yeah, I can see that happening. Okay.
Oh, man. Wait, are we doing nightcap?
I can't. Not tonight.
Can't. Okay, that's right. Yeah, that's right. You gotta go pick up Apollo.
I gotta go pick up Apollo, yeah, so. Not tonight, unfortunately.
Dude, you guys should record yourself playing Magic live.
Oh, yeah.
If you know how to work a camera, if you figure it out.
If I figure it out, if I figure out I need to actually look into what the fuck is going on with mine. That's weird. Because it's not turning back on either. So I have a feeling that maybe the power supply got kicked out or something. Well, anyways, I'll upload these things, dude, and